So hello everybody. I want to try something I saw on YouTube. I ordered me some DTF transfer paper. It says both for hot and peel. It says 120. I put it on 120 degrees, and I got the powder that you put on there. I got the heater heated up. But I got enough space in it to heat it without actually touching it and burning the plastic. So the next step I'm going to do is tape it to the paper, because it wouldn't go through with the paper not being taped. So I got the 11 by 17 paper. I got my DTF. I'm going to put the DTF on top of my 11 by 17 paper. Nice and even, because the paper is too big for, this is a 13 by 19. So I'm going to put it on 11 by 17, and I'm going to tape it to the top. Just a little bit of tape on top. Make sure it's nice and even, because you don't want it to jam it up in the machine. And then I'm going to put a piece of tape at the bottom. And I'm going to cut off the excess. It's some extra on the side here. I'm going to cut off, and then I'm going to print on top of it. And if this actually works, I don't have to go out and buy me a DTF printing machine. I'll just buy the paper, heat it, and put the powder on it. Heat the powder up for a few minutes, put it on the shirt. Alright, so it was on top. I'm going to put it in my wide format printer. My wide format Epson printer is what I'm going to print it on. And I'm going to put it in my bottom tray upside down. Put it in the bottom tray upside down. And I'm going to print my picture out. Right, so the picture is printing out. Now, if the picture, once it prints out, and if it come out with no problems, I'm going to shake some powder on it, put it under the heat press, heat up that powder on it, because that's adhesive powder. So you want to heat that adhesive powder on it. And if this works, girl, y'all, this is going to be a game changer. Hopefully it worked. It says it worked with Epson printers. And look, it's not jamming. It's not giving me no problem. It's actually working pretty good. We're going to see what it looked like. So this is the powder that I bought. Transfer adhesive. So we got adhesive powder. So I'm going to go get a foil pan, put on there, shake it on top, and then I'm going to press it on a shirt. Let's see, y'all. So far, it looked like it's coming out pretty good. It got a little, I'm going to take, hey! Look how nice that turned out. Look at that. And that's a big print too. Other than the tape up here, I had to figure out another way without the tape, because it printed on the tape and you don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do another way with, see how I can do it without putting the tape. So I'm going to do another one and just put the tape in the corners so as it can print on the papers. There's always some trial and error every time. And sometimes you have to do things more than one time until you get it right. So this time, so it won't be nothing on my thing, I'm gonna cut this here, put the tape there, and put some tape here this time to make sure there's no problem. I'm gonna put another piece of tape down here like I did the first one. And I'm going to take my scissors and I'm going to trim off my leftovers on the side because I don't want the printer to get confused. And yes, I'm using my Epson wide format printer. Alright, so I'm going to turn it upside down and I'm going to put it in here. We're going to try this again. Okay, it's in there. It's in there. So it's printing. As long as you turn it upside down, it's gonna print with no problem. And yes, this is my Epson wide format printer. If this work, y'all can go out and buy that DTF paper. Use your Epson printer, print it out, and we're gonna put it on the shirt and see if it works. My experiment for today. Let's get this picture out. I'm gonna go downstairs and get a pan. And we can, if it works, we can have a printer. They have a heater that goes, a DTF heater. I can buy a DTF heater. It looks almost like a laminated machine. All it does is heat it. It heats it up for about a minute, so that when you press it on the shirt, you know, it has something to adhere to it. But if this works, I'm gonna order the DTF heater and do it. So here's my picture. Now it's perfect this time because I put the tape on the side and didn't bother anything. I'm going to add some powder, heat it for a few seconds, and put it on the shirt. I'll be back. So I got my pan, my DTF transfer adhesive, and my picture that I printed out that turned out so nice on that paper. It's called Printable Side. I had ordered it from Amazon. If it worked, I'll leave y'all a link. So I'm gonna put some powder in it because it says you have to add powder to it on the whole thing. So you're gonna put the powder on the whole thing. Move it around nicely. And make sure it sticks. See, it's turning it clear. I don't know if I'm supposed to mirror it first. It said print side. So I got two of them ready. It didn't say you have to mirror it. It didn't tell me I had to mirror it. So I'm not sure. But I got me a little shirt that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna shake off the rest of that. Take it off of here. We don't need it on there anymore. And I don't know if this is the print side. It says this is the print side. The print side is where I put the powder on, the adhesive. So if it goes down the same way, so I'm not sure. I'm not really sure which side I printed on. So it looks like the powder is on this side. No? No. So I'm going to put it in here for 1 minute. It's not touching it, but it's enough to give it some heat. It's not touching it, but it's enough to give it heat. So this is where the trial and error come in at. I'm going to let that sit for a minute. Heat up. Then I'm gonna press it onto the shirt. The thing is, I don't know if I'm supposed to have mirrored it first before I did it. So we'll see. And this was a nice picture that I found It's nice and clear. And so hopefully, if this the printable side, then I don't know. I don't know. We'll know. As soon as that finishes for a few more minutes, heating up, I'm gonna look at it, see if the powder is going, press it onto this shirt. If that don't work, I'll turn it upside down. I'll mirror it and then do it again on the other side of the shirt. That's something that I'm not using. So I think you're gonna heat it for about 1 minute. So as you can see on the paper, it's heating up, but only it's not heating up that much. It's got to heat up till it turn clear. So I'm gonna put it back in there. I'm gonna see if I can lower it some more without touching it, but still giving it some heat. So I'm gonna lower it some more, not touch it, give it some more heat. I'm gonna put my powder back in this thing because the powder's not cheap. Powder not cheap enough. So if this don't actually work, I will be buying me the DTF machine. But if this works, then I will only buy the material and save my money. So let that melt for a few minutes, melt in, and then we're gonna press it. And it says for both hot and cold peeling, temperatures 120, wait at 5 minutes. So 8 to 10 seconds you press it. Let me check and see if it's looking clear. It looks like it's looking glazy, like a glazed look. Let me leave for a little longer. About 2 minutes long, another minute longer. And let's see what happens. So my group is crafting together as one. Please subscribe to my channel, ring the bell for notifications. I have more than 130 videos. Sign up for my Facebook group. Divas are still popular. I have a lot of ideals. I have a lot of new beginners in my Facebook group. So come on and sign up for the group. Be a part of this. Y'all keep your fingers crossed. Let's hope this works. Alright, so it's all clear now. All the glaze is clear. Let's put the shirt on it. And let's cross our fingers. Let's print. Now, we'll know whether we need to mirror it or not by turning it if it needs to be mirrored. Most of the videos I watched, it did say it needed to be mirrored. So you gotta put this paper on top of it, because you don't want no problems. If you got heat press, you know you're supposed to have. You need this paper. Alright, so I guess I'm supposed to mirror it, and this adhesive side supposed to go down to the back. So that means my shirt gonna be backwards. But if it works, I'm gonna do it over. Because it looks like this is gonna be backwards, which is fine. All I want to do is know if it works. So I'm gonna put this down tighter so I can press it so it's good. It need a hard press. About 10 seconds. A hard press. So it says, let me see, 10 seconds to take it out. Temperature 10 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's take it out and see what happens. Maybe. Maybe a better release. So it looked like it's stuck on there, but now I know I need to mirror it. It needs to be mirrored because even though it's stuck on there, that means it did press properly. I don't know if I did it long enough. You can see a piece here that's not stuck. Maybe I put it back in there and press it a teeny bit more. What y'all think? Just to make sure. One more press, that's all. I'm gonna burn it up. Just for a few more seconds. Let's see if it's gonna get stuck to the shirt. And if this works, it's on now. I'm gonna be taking orders for people's parties and stuff. Making little kid shirts for little birthday party. I'm gonna make all the shirts for my grandbaby's birthday party coming up next month. Make this work. Alright, let's take it out. Let it dry. And let it dry. Let me hold it for y'all so y'all can see. I said let it dry for let me see what it says. Wait at least 5 minutes before peeling. So here we go. It's still there. We're gonna wait 5 minutes and then we're gonna peel it off. And once we peel it off, y'all can go. I'm gonna leave a link for y'all and y'all can go buy it too. DTF printing. Shirt printing. But I think I need to mirror it next time if the adhesive part go down. All right, let's peel this baby off. So it actually worked, but I think because I think you don't see the white in the back, so this picture will be good for a dark shirt, a white shirt, because it has all that white background. Be good for a white shirt. So I got one more, and it's backwards, so it needs to be mirrored. But I'm gonna do another one. Let me go find a white shirt real quick. So I took one of hubby's white undershirts. I'm going to use this, add the powder again, heat the powder up. I'm going to find out if I can change how to, a white tone. I don't know about the white tone. Maybe it's only going to be good for colors or white shirts. If it's only good for white shirts, then it's still good. So I got the adhesive on it. I'm going to put it in here. Heat it up like I did last time. Make it don't touch. Because you don't want it to touch. It doesn't get stuck up there. So because of the white toner ink that they probably need, they have other machines, but for the most part it came out nice. You need to mirror it first. It feels nice, it feels soft. You can see the yellow did come out on some of the on the blue itself. See, the yellow came out. Once I press it on that white shirt, it's good. Look, you can't even peel it off. Look at this. This is stuck. It's not coming off at all. Look at that. So it might be good for white shirts without the toner to bring out the white and the color. But I don't know if this don't even have, I don't even think this got white in it. Because you can see some of it, but I have to look at the picture. So just making sure the heat. Now let that sit for a while so it can melt that in there. And then we'll put the white undershirt in there. Old white undershirt. Let's see if that look better. So they have machines where you can actually, they have Epson machines where you can actually change the toner out and put white toner ink in there so that it'll show up on the black garment. So I'm gonna do some research on the machine that can be switched out, and I'll just buy that machine, and then I'll buy the heater that you're supposed to put it in to heat it, and there you go. Start doing my t-shirts without the sublimation. I just need a little bit longer because it's still got the powder. You can still see some powder on there. A little bit longer. Just try not to make you touch it, because if you touch it, it's going to be no good. It's going to get stuck up to the top. So, a few more seconds, everybody. Thanks for being patient. I mean, this is a learning experience for me, as well as it's going to be a learning experience for y'all. I'm trying to see if I can peel this off, but this actually feels nice. Like, feels like cloth. Like, you can't even tell. And they said it don't peel. I can't even peel the edges off. But I think since we can't use it for the colors, it's gonna look really nice on the white. Y'all think? I think it's gonna look really nice on that white. Alright. It's ready. All the powder done soaked inside. And even though it's still gonna be backwards, I just want to make sure it's gonna work. People like white shirts. So a white shirt would still look nice. People order these white shirts. I'm gonna press it now. press. I'm gonna post this video. I hope y'all like it. I hope y'all want to go out and get it. I'm gonna put the link for the paper and the powder, and then I'm gonna look for my Epson machine, and then I'm gonna post a link for that and order me some white toner for the color shirts. You need white toner for color shirts. And I don't think the Epson can switch out toners, but I'm gonna lift the top up and see. If it work, it work. Let's see. Alright, that should be enough. Let that sit for a minute. Let me turn this off. This is hot. I think we're gonna have a winner here, y'all. Let that cool off. Cool to the touch. Peel it, and I bet this one is gonna turn out way better than that one. But it's gonna work. I believe it work, and we should be able to print anything we want on our white shirts, yellow shirts, and the color should be popping. It's got a lot of yellow in it. Let's see. Look at that. I think I left it inside too long. Either I didn't leave it long enough because some of the stuff came out on the paper. So I might have left it too long because it says only do it for 10 seconds. You don't need to do it too long. But look how nice it looks. Anyway, it looks nice. I like it. So there you go. I hope y'all get something out of this. I like it. I'm gonna buy me the heater to go to it, some more paper, and I'm gonna be making some shirts. Gonna start with white shirts until I figure out the toner, but that turned out nice. Let me see. It's an undershirt, so when you stretch it, it'll give it that stretch look, but most people not put it on undershirts. How I do, y'all? Bye.